My name is Sujin. I woke up 3 days ago and found myself lying in the morning hall of a strange man with two kids beside me. One is 8 years old. One is 4 years old. Suddenly, I have a set of modern farm gardening techniques in my mind. Heaven sure has a sense of humor. Since I'm here, I'll survive. Not only do I have to live, these two kids have to live too. Why bother cooking anymore? Second son is gone. Now there's no extra food in this house to support useless people. Bring out the funeral silver. I'm asking you a question. Are you mute? Mother-in-law, your voice sure is getting louder. Ernie just died 3 days ago. Selling the little girl, Jiu old lady actually said it out loud. Put a bit in stew for more aroma. This place has the biggest storefront. What do you want to do? Go ahead, chop me up first. Don't bully my mom. This one's fennel. She really smashed it. This sushi, her husband just died and she dares to stand up to her mother-in-law. I'll hang myself right at the Jiu family's gate. You're the one growing spices. That's enough, deal. Under a broken wall. Maybe she's gone crazy from hunger. Kid, step back. Go say something to grandma. The Jiu family's bloodline knows how to identify spices. Whoever messes with my kids, I'll fight them. You are my elder. 55 coins. Mom's hungry. Good. Open your mouth. Mom's cooking smells so good. They have a soft, powdery texture. Try one. Mom eats first. I've already drunk. Otherwise, it would be a waste to throw it out. The rest, help Mom finish it. If my husband cared half as much as she does, I wouldn't fight with him every day.
Hey, I'm only thinking of you guys.
You, a woman, how will you raise 2 kids? Housekeeper Liu in town needs a maid. If you send the little girl there, she actually have a good life. Sweet potato fills our bellies. Say that again. If you want it, ordinary families can't afford. I'm not making a delivery. Your eldest son still wants to be a scholar. People with nothing dare to do anything. You send her away. Face purple, eyes bulging. Sandy soil. By then, the Jiu family's reputation will be worth more than my life. Dream on. Sweet potato, not this leaf shape, looks more like a yam. It's called perilla. Put a little when cooking fish or meat. Your grandson still wants to get married. I'll take as much as you have. From the day I die will end. Mother-in-law, I respect you as my elder. Such sin, that girl is only 4. The volatile oil content is at least double the ordinary kind. Ernie's body isn't even cold, and you're selling someone's daughter. Shame. What kind of mother-in-law? Where's Li Zheng? Li Zheng should know about this. Yeah, let's go tell Li Zheng. She's just an old money grubber. Just kidding. Mother-in-law, don't be afraid. I treasure my life and I've got 2 kids to raise. Hanging hurts so much. Mom, sister won't be taken away. Tongue sticks out real long. Sigh, what a headache. Mother-in-law, take care. I won't see you out, right? If you miss me, come anytime. Just remember to knock. Mom, what kind of grass is this? Right. They can afford it. Wherever Mom is, you are too. Grass, you need to grow strong. Kid, was Mom crazy just now? But Mom is awesome. Remember, bad people are worse. Tomorrow, Mom will cook something tasty for you. Old Lady Jiu won't let this go. No one will tear us apart. Don't pick, don't pull. She surely come back tomorrow. But I'm not scared anymore. Yes, the soil here is rich. Kids, help Mom pick up some stones. The hole in the roof. Tomorrow, Mom will borrow a ladder to fix it herself. Yaya will help Mom too. Kids, let's not pull these. Whatever, as long as it's edible. Who dare let their daughter marry into this family? Rub it, and it releases into the air. Sushi really struck gold. There's a treasure under the wall. Wild perilla. This aroma. Partially shaded environment. We've arrived at the county. What's so special about yours? She wasn't like this before. Rich in humus. The roots are old roots, but they're sprouting new buds now. Mom carries the heavy one. So fragrant, it's a treasure. After crazy passes, life goes on. Let's sign a simple contract. With my tongue sticking out, half-day sunlight and big temperature swings. My spices have a buyer now. Spices growing in the shade have to be more fragrant than those in the sun. Add a little to fish or meat, for bugs to find them. Mother-in-law, I heard she hasn't eaten much for 3 days. It kills the stinky smell. I need to find a wealthy client. What's wrong, Mom? If your stomach hurts, soak it in water and drink some. Having stuff of this quality grow under the wall. No price suppression. Mom, how do you know so much? Deal. Next time you'll carry more. With you guys. Even a shabby house is a home. Spices will sell for a good price. 2 legs make walking steady. Why am I laughing? Mom laughs about finally using her years of study. Customers walking in are wearing silk. Not crazy, just happy. Kids, our good days are coming. These herbs are worth more than vegetables. Yaya will water you. Its aroma comes from tiny grains you can't see in the leaves. This will be our spice field from now on. Mom was a bit crazy. 3 coins, but I'm mainly here to sell spices today. That Sushi is hugging her kid and crying and laughing at the same time. Go ahead. What's she holding? Red-looking yam. Sugar figurine, Mom. There's yam growing under the wall. Not just yam. Look at that patch of perilla. Those leaves are bigger than my palm. Fennel is bearing seeds. All right, bring me a pen. A few wild ones. You don't understand the quality of this perilla. How many years has this shabby house been abandoned? This is called perilla. The soil is so rich, it's like oil. Can tell soil quality. Even can write and keep accounts. Because Mom read books in her past life? Gee, you old lady. Perilla, let's make things clear. Please show this to your manager. Probably doesn't know what kind of person she let go. Mom, where are we going? Make money and buy sugar figurines for Yaya. Sushi used to hide herself so well. I can carry a basket. It really is sweet. 3 copper coins a pound. You carry this one. Pretty big too. I can carry even more. While there's no one around. Makes it so fragrant you could swallow your tongue. Let's get to the county early. The funeral silver for Erniu. Left the village. As long as no one saw us, it's fine. Mom, carry Yaya. Brother will carry you. No crying. Kids, go ahead. First, let's find the biggest restaurant. Let's go in now.
Hey, deliveries go around back.
Perfect timing and location. I'm here to do business with the manager. I'm staying here again tomorrow. Do you know why widows are hard to deal with? Kids, we're saved. That's the money I saved for my own survival. Mom, you're crazy again. Spices like bees. Tell him someone brought spices even better than this. You're Sujin from Chungju village. Because widows have nothing left to lose. I've seen plenty of sweet potatoes. Going to town to sell treasure? They're 30% sweeter. Fennel seeds, 50 coins a pound. Used to be silent, didn't say a word even after 3 beatings. Perilla and fennel are all over the hills, not worth much. You. Manager Liu, just smell this first. Cough, cough. Today let's start with this, it's just dawn. I'll buy your sweet potatoes. Acting a bit crazy. You have a good nose, Manager Liu. Ordinary perilla grows on sunny slopes. Too much sun exposure. Half of the essential oils get dried up. Mine grows next to the courtyard wall. Miss Sue, for a farmer. Half-day sun, more moisture. The parallel date content in the leaves. Aged perilla. You know about this? I learned a few things from him. Smell this one too. Perilla leaves, 25 coins a pound. The GU family is doing something so immoral, but I have one condition. But prices will follow the market. You're more business savvy than me. Why does this perilla smell so strong? My dad used to collect herbs. But you're no exception. Now things are strange. From today on. Mom, can we live here? From now on, my spices go to Ulelu first. But prices will follow the market. Did you hear that? She smashed the bowl. The plant secretes more aromatic substances. Is at least 30% higher than regular ones. You're more business savvy than me. Old man, I've lived 60 years and never seen one like this. From today on. She's so happy about it. $1.2 million is enough to buy a month's worth of grain. Go buy some rice first. 10 jin of rice costs 30 coins. I still need to save some of the remaining copper coins. Wow, ducklings are 3 coins each. 20 cost 60 coins. Leftovers from the spice farm. Old perilla leaves, dried fennel. Perfect for feeding the ducks. Duck manure fertilizes the fields. Duck eggs, preserved eggs, salted eggs. Ducks can be sold for meat. This deal is worth it. 20 ducks at 2.5 coins each. A long-term business. I'll come to you again in the future. Alright. Mom, Momo, this is called a duckling. Will you help Mom feed them from now on?
Okay.
10 jin of rice, 120 coins. Ducklings 50 coins, 30 coins. 40 coins left from the rice. Mom will buy a sugar figurine. How did you know Mom wants to buy a sugar figurine? Because Mom promised last time. You remember, but I forgot myself. But he remembered the whole time. Yeah, Mom did promise. Today, I'm not just buying a sugar figurine. I'll buy some meat for you to eat and strengthen up. Mutton is expensive, so let's save it. I'm not craving it. Did you hear? Sushi came into town yesterday. Sold spices for dozens of coins. Dozens of coins for a jin. My man works a whole month for just 200 coins. Who knows if it's true or not? He said it himself. A waiter from Ulelu spread the word. They said their boss tasted it personally. Made the decision right on the spot. Perilla, 25 coins. Fennel, 50 coins. 50 coins. How does he grow his spices? We also have perilla in our fields. Why can't we get a good price? They know the difference, but we can't even tell perilla from sprouts. Bought spices and yams, 120 coins, 20 ducks. Ducklings, 50 coins, 3 coins each. A jin of rice, 10 and 30 coins. 1 bolt of coarse cloth, 7 coins. 2 pieces of candy, 2 coins. Meat, 5 coins, 26 coins left. The boss got the info. A widow named Sue in Qingju village. Sold spices at Ulelu. Perilla, 25 coins a jin. Fennel, 50 coins. If you wait till tea season, they won't take it all. We'll see when he comes to town next time. The first batch has been sold. The next batch of spices will be ready in half a month. The ducks will start laying eggs in 3 months. Everything is on track. Baby Mom, let's give you a proper name today. You'll be called Jiyu Wangan. Wang means hope or longing, and means peace or safety. Little ducklings too. You'll be called Jiyu Nianan. Nian means to remember and never forget. Nianan, the Nian is for remembering and for peace. Jiyu Nianan. Jiyu Wangan and Jiyu Nianan. Mom will never forget you this lifetime. I'll always remember you, just wishing for peace. Last time I sold spices at Yu Leilu. This time the yam harvest is big. Need to find a grain store. Go away. Beg elsewhere. I'm not begging. I have something I'd like you to take a look at, boss. You think yams are some kind of treasure? This stuff is everywhere in town. Go sell it somewhere else. We don't buy it here. Buying or not isn't up to you. Get your boss out here. What's going on? This is a rodent crop. No, look at the skin color, the weight. Boss, you've got a good eye. This is called Tianshu. Not seen much locally. Drought resistant, high yield. Crunchy and sweet raw. Soft and sticky cooked. Sweeter than ordinary yams. It's sweeter because the temperature difference is big. Qingju village is cool at night. Sunny by day, more sugar accumulates. You know all this? I'm a farmer. Know how to grow them well. How much do you have? About 20 jin this time. 3 coins per jin. Boss Joe, you said you chewed 2 slices. The first to try the taste. The second to check the aftertaste. Something worth chewing a second slice shouldn't just cost 3 coins. You're a smart lady. What price do you want? 3.5 coins per jin. No bargaining. 3.5? Ordinary yams are only 2 coins. Ordinary yams have thick skin, tough fiber. Mine have skin as thin as paper. The flesh is tender. You've run a grain store for decades. You know the difference better than I do. Besides, ordinary yams dry out in half a month. Mine last a whole month without spoiling. If you buy my goods, you won't have to worry about them rotting in storage. A whole month without spoiling, for real. If I'm lying, you never have to buy my goods again. Interesting. You're a woman, but you do business sharper than men. 4 coins per jin. That's the price. But I have one condition. You sell your yams to me first from now on. Deal closed. Boss, I'll handle it. Go and grab the baskets. 20 jin at 4 coins per jin. 80 coins total. Count them. Boss Joe, I have something else I'd like you to take a look at. These perilla leaves are way more aromatic than what's on the market. You know spices? A little. These spices are used by herbal stores and restaurants. How much do you have? I can connect you. But you have to tell me, how did you grow these? Farming depends on 3 things. Good soil, good water, hard work. Boss Joe, if you're interested, next delivery, I'll bring you an extra sample. You're really thorough in your talking. You never miss any detail. How about waiting until the next batch, then deliver it all together? Here's 20 coins deposit in advance. In 10 days, bring the first batch of spices. Prices will depend on quality. You won't lose out. 80 coins for the yams. 20 coins spice deposit. Total of 100 coins. Isn't that the crazy woman in Qingju village? Jinyang. Oh no. First batch sold for 100 coins. This batch yields at least 3 times more. Spices will be ready for the next round soon. At this rate, by the end of the year, we'll have enough to fix the roof. Jinyang, did you hear? Hear what? News from the county. They say your sweet yams are ripened with some witchcraft. They say you're just a widow. How could you have such good goods? Must be some shady method. Where did this talk come from? Heard from the workers at Boss Joe's store. Word came from Sun's grain store. Boss Sun finally made a move. First step, ruin my reputation. Lady Sue, sit down. Boss Joe, your goods quality is fine. What's the problem? Lately, people come to my store talking, saying your yams aren't legit. Ripened with witchcraft. Eating them makes you sick. I know it's nonsense, but the common folk believe it. They don't understand. Quality or no quality. They believe any rumor. A few old customers came to ask me, are your yams grown by the widow in Qingju village? Heard that stuff isn't safe to eat. Drop it how much? 2 coins. Boss Joe doesn't need to lower the price. Let me borrow a piece of land in front of your door. Give me the time it takes to burn 1 stick of incense. Fellow villagers, uncles and aunties passing by, sorry to take up a bit of your time. Who is this, putting out so many things? Hey, is it that crazy lady? Looks like it. The one in the ancestral hall in Qingju village who took her clothes off. That's her. These sweet potatoes are pretty big. How much are you selling them for? I'm not selling yet. Please take a look at something first. Hey, shopkeeper. That woman ate a field mouse raw in the street and had her kid eat it too. The crowd immediately believed it. Now everyone's rushing to buy. That's interesting. Should we spread more rumors? No need, she's proving herself right here in public. If we spread more rumors, it'll make us look like we're being too deliberate. A widow with 2 kids can undress in an ancestral hall, can chase and beat people on the village road, can eat sweet potatoes raw in public. This woman is not easy to deal with. Then let's not be hasty. If force doesn't work, try a softer approach. Right. My surname is Shen. I run the North-South goods business at the Zhou residence. Madame Su, the quality of your spices is in the top 3 of all I've ever seen. If you're willing, bring an extra batch next time you deliver goods. I'll have someone come check it out. Boss Shen does North-South business. He's seen more spices than I've eaten salt. Getting a compliment from Boss Shen on quality. I didn't come here today for nothing. Great. Madame Su is straightforward. Boss Shen. This is an unexpected gain for Zhou residents today. But Boss Sun won't let it go so easily. It's most frightening when he keeps quiet. Let's go home. Adding 306 wen together, we now have 432 wen in hand. Spent 100 wen buying rice, oil, and household items. We've saved nearly half the money needed to repair the roof. This character is pronounced Tiana. Our family has 3 plots of fields. A spice field and a sweet potato field. A duck pond filled with ducks. Even the ducks have their own field. Where did you get your field? There's Yaya's flower field over there. Jinyang. Jinyang is in trouble. What's wrong? Your mother-in-law took people to the county office. She says she's going to accuse you of defiance and being unfilial. My mother-in-law is suing me? It's clearly written in the family division document. Each person lives separately. We have nothing to do with each other. On what grounds is she suing? She says you don't support your mother-in-law. According to the law at the time, children have a duty to support their parents. A division document is just that. But filial piety is still filial piety. Shopkeeper's son. I testified in public myself. He keeps calm and doesn't show any emotion. Now he's not using his own hand. He's using his mother-in-law as his mouthpiece. This move is far more vicious than spreading rumors last time. Don't come out. You take care of my sister. This is just what I expect from a good daughter-in-law of the GU family. Splitting the family property to benefit herself, neglecting her mother-in-law again. What is she trying to take this time? Oh, heavens! My son's body is barely cold. Mother-in-law. Your voice just gets louder and louder. You yelled like this in the ancestral hall last time too. And then you signed the division document. Now you're shouting again today. So what is it you want to sign this time? Sister Sue, I'm not here to make a fuss today. I just came to see Xiaobao and Xiaoyaya. I am their real grandmother. I miss my grandson and granddaughter. Is that not allowed? That a grandmother wants to see her grandchildren? On holidays, I bring the kids to visit you. The division document says we're not connected anymore. But I've always brought you gifts on holidays. Thank you, sir. Finally, I get to hold you two again. Shopkeeper's son, you've revealed your chess move. Now, are you going to retreat or come out yourself? No matter what you choose, I'll always stick with Jinyang. It's all right now. Congratulations, Madam Sue. Thank you, Shopkeeper Joe, for testifying for me. No need to thank me. Your field mice and spices really are excellent. So, are you still going to work together or not? I am, and I want to go even bigger. Let's turn the page on this. Night, blight, it's a fungal disease. In my time, just a spray of fungicide would do the trick. But it's not available here. No medicine, no sprayer, nothing at all. The infection is spreading. If it's not controlled, the whole field will be infected. This crop of sweet potatoes will be lost. Wood ash is alkaline and can suppress fungus. Lime is even stronger, but it can burn the roots. Bitter melon juice is good for sterilizing and driving out pests. I have all three of these things, but I haven't tested the right proportions. If I just use them in the field, it could cure the disease or kill the plants. No one knows. At dawn, I'll start mixing. Test a small plot first. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Madam Sue, what's wrong with these seedlings? It's a disease, it spreads. This patch is withering too. Yesterday, it wasn't this bad. Will this crop still be harvestable? Give me half a day. It's fire blight, this is fire blight. I saw this when I was a kid. Everyone used to call it fire blight. Once one plant catches it, the whole field will be doomed. The year my father grew sweet potatoes, once fire blight hit, 10 acres yielded barely 2. Granny Zhao, what can be done? Back then, the elderly had no way. All they could do was watch the field rot. Granny Zhao, the old generation, didn't have a solution, because they didn't know where the disease came from. But I do. Give me half a day. Jinyang, are you testing different mixtures? 3 formulas, with different lime ratios. First mix, least lime. Third mix, most lime. Watch them for 2 days. Second formula now. 2 parts wood ash, 1 part lime. And mix bitter melon juice into a paste. Apply to both sides of the diseased leaves. If it doesn't burn the seedlings, it can suppress the fungus. Go down into the field. The leaves aren't hurting. The leaves aren't hurting. After the medicine, the leaves are better. New shoots have survived. Mom, the leaves have eaten it. Has the medicine worked? It worked. The formula is effective. Our sweet potatoes won't die. Madame Sue, your medicine really suppressed the fire blight. Look at this. I just picked this new shoot. It already has 3 leaves. Back when my father had 10 acres. If he had this medicine back then, the disease could have been controlled. But this harvest will definitely be affected. It was supposed to triple the yield. Now, just keeping the original yield would be good. You shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. If you just count on sweet potatoes, one disease could ruin everything. Spices are high-end goods. High profit but long cycle. Risk is concentrated. Field mice sell in quantity. But the price is low. Are you worried about disease?
Duck eggs.
Short cycle, you can get eggs in 1 month. If they're preserved, they last half a year. 3 legs strategy. If one leg is lame, the other 2 can still carry you home. Starting tomorrow, we won't just be farming. We'll also raise ducks. Not just ducks. We'll pickle eggs too. Mom, you've got something new going again? Yes, Mom. This time I'm making a bigger basket. Mom, what are you looking at? Looking at words. Later, when you read more, you'll need to understand words too. There's meaning in words. There's meaning in words. Mom, I still don't really understand what you said. The tea is cold. I've seen everything today. Don't prepare the carriage tomorrow. Not going? Weren't you planning to go? He signed a long-term contract with Manager Liu. If I go pressure him in the village now, it'll just show Manager Liu that I'm desperate. The street is empty. This chess game isn't decided right now. Let him go first. We'll see when he makes another mistake. He is rather difficult to deal with. Sweet potatoes and spices are all stunted. Manual labor is above board. When Manager Liu changed the contract, someone was there. That person wasn't shopkeeper Sun's clerk. It was shopkeeper Sun himself. He quietly helped me adjust the terms. Not out of kindness. This time it benefited me. But next time, who knows? It still has his warmth. Mom.
Duck eggs.
The ducks have started laying eggs. Fresh duck eggs don't sell for much. They're 3 for 2 coins at the market. After delivery costs, it's not worth it. But if you pickle them into salted duck eggs, each one can sell for 5 coins. They also keep well yellow clay, wood ash, salt, tea water. I've got all 4 of those things. Making salted duck eggs isn't hard. The key is how much salt and how long you cure them. Too little salt, there's no oil. Too much salt, they're so salty they hurt your throat. In my previous life, I used to do ginger experiments in labs. Now I use the same skills to pickle duck eggs this life. The recipe is in my mind, can't go wrong. As fine as flour. No scale, so weigh it by hand, calculating grams in my head. Three recipes. Varying the salt. We'll see the results in half a month. 2. 3. Jiniang, are you pickling eggs? Auntie Liu's salted duck eggs. The mud coating is different. The salt ratios are different. The first bowl has the most salt. The second bowl is moderate. The third bowl has the least. Open them in half a month to see which is the oiliest and which tastes just right. We'll use that recipe from then on. Lady Sue, you're pickling eggs? These eggs are fresh. Once pickled, the yolks will be oily. Whether they get oily depends on the salt ratio. More salt makes them oily, but it's too salty for the throat. Less salt means no oil. You have to find that middle ground. I pickled some when I was young. The old way used yellow rice or salt, but no plant ash. Where did you learn to add plant ash? I figured it out myself. Plant ash is highly alkaline. It makes the egg whites more tender and helps the yolks release oil. It's just that the ratio is hard to master. Too much makes it taste gritty. Wait half a month. We'll know once we open them in half a month. It's been half a month. Time to open them. They're oily. Oily. Jiniang, this oil is so fragrant. Let me see. Good heavens, this yolk is flowing like honey. Mom, this is delicious. Even better than candy figures. Mom, these sell for more than field mice, right? Yes, these sell for a high price. Don't rush him. Let him taste it for himself. Did you make this? From our own duck's eggs. The first jar was just opened. This can be a side dish or used in pastries. It goes well with wine and makes a great gift. The saltiness is just right. The yolks are oily. It's better than any I've had at the Joe estate. How many do you have? 100 eggs in the first batch. There will be more every month. 5 won per egg. I'll take them all. Deal. Manager, 5 won per egg. That's twice as much as the salted eggs we used to buy. These are salted eggs that release oil. How can you compare them to the dry ones on the market? Lady Sue, could you supply some of these salted eggs to me too? I won't compete for Yulai Inn's high-end business. I'll use my grain and oil shop channels to sell to ordinary people. We'll use different packaging. Elaine takes the premium market, and I'll take the mass market. Alright, but I can only supply 300 eggs a month. 100 for Elaine, and 200 for you. Duck egg production is limited. I can't provide more than that. Fine, 200 is enough. Mom, this soil can't grow crops, right? It can't grow crops, but it can raise ducks. Sandy soil has good drainage, so the ducks won't get damp. Sloped land is well ventilated. It's less likely to harbor disease. Ask the price first. I'm just afraid someone will outbid us. 8 acres of sloped land. Build duck sheds at the top. Dig a pond at the bottom. And plant fruit trees on the slope. It's a ready-made circular farm. Ask the price first. Unclaimed wasteland. According to the rules, it's 1 tael per acre. 8 taels for 8 acres. With our current savings plus the deposit for the next batch, it's just enough. I'm just afraid someone will outbid us. Lady Sue, that land has been barren for years. No one wanted it until you decided to buy it. It should have been straightforward. But someone else came to ask about that land last night. Who? Jiu Daling. He said he was asking for someone else. Jiu Daling doesn't have the money to buy land himself. There's only one person behind him. Manager's son, Chief Shao, for unclaimed wasteland. Is it first come, first served? Or does the highest bidder get it? By rule, the highest bidder gets it. Then I'll offer 12 taels. Jinyang, where would we get that money? This is all my savings. 8 taels of silver, and 500 went in copper. We're still short by 3.5 taels. My son left this for me before going to the Zhou estate. Pawning it might bring a few hundred wen. I've saved this for years. Give it to Lady Sue for the emergency first. This was left to me by my mother. Pawn it. I can't take your money for nothing. Once we buy this land, we need to clear it, build sheds, dig a pond, and plant fruit trees. Later, we'll raise 200 ducks. I can't do all this work alone. What's the plan? Labor-based shares. For every day someone works clearing the land, it counts as 1 shift.
10 shifts make 1 share.
When the orchard yields a harvest, dividends will be paid based on labor shares. The money contributed today counts as capital shares. Both those who give money and those who give labor will have a stake. That share system sounds good. I'll tell him to come tomorrow. Mother Zhao, you know about pruning fruit trees and pest control. You can teach us. A day of teaching counts as double shifts. My old bones are worth double shifts. Then I won't be modest. From today on, this land belongs to everyone. She even brought out her hairpin. She usually doesn't let anyone touch it. Lady Sue is truly having a hard time. That land has been barren for years. No one ever spared it a glance. Now that she wants to buy it, someone is jacking up the price. Who did this? No need to guess. Jiu Daling can't afford land himself. Who is behind him? Didn't they all confess back at the ancestral hall? From today on, this land belongs to everyone. Those with money contribute money. Those with strength contribute labor. We're all in the same boat. If the boat tips, no one escapes. When the boat reaches the shore, we all share the fish. This method is more reliable than hiring people. Then, do you think we could also get a share? My husband is idle during the winter anyway. Lady Sue, 12 taels? You're offering 12 taels? The other side offered 10 taels. The highest bidder gets the land. It's yours. Chief Xiao, the area on this deed. Why is it 7.3 acres? It's always been 7.3 acres. Strange. The old stone tablet says 8 acres, but the tax records for the past few years say 7.3. Chief Xiao, who does the other 0.7 acres belong to? It's located at the border of Qingju and Liushu village. That needs to be checked. Regardless, the land is yours now. Whether it's 7.3 acres or 8 acres, let's get it running first. Regarding those 0.7 acres, I'll look into it for you. Old records say 8 acres. Tax records say 7.3. Someone altered the records. Those 0.7 acres were taken by someone. The person who could alter the records is no ordinary farmer. Let's clear the 7.3 acres we have first. The 0.7 acres will be cleared up sooner or later, but we don't have time now. I can't let him wait. Save the seeds from those 20 perilla plants in the corner. The 3 new rows of spice fields are all planted. Once this crop is harvested, it will yield 10 pounds of dried goods. Jinyan, don't worry about those 0.7 acres. Plant the land we have first. The boundary issue can wait until the first batch of fruit grows. Those 0.7 acres wouldn't vanish from the records for no reason. Jinyang, about those 0.7 acres. Old records say 8. Tax records say 7.3. A 0.7 acre difference. Can't be a clerical error. The person who altered the records. What kind of status must they have? Someone changed the records to remove 0.7 acres from Qingju village's territory. I'm just an ordinary farmer. But no matter who it is, I'm going to get to the bottom of those 0.7 acres. Let's go to the Li family home. Why is he here? He actually came in person. Lady Su, I've heard much about you. Manager's son. Isn't the business in the county enough for you, that you'd come to the village to fight me for wasteland? Lady Su, you must be joking. In business, you go wherever there's profit. I've set my sights on this land, and plan to plant fruit trees. Do you know anything about fruit trees, manager's son? If I don't, I can hire someone. Then do you know this land has sandy soil? Planting fruit trees requires deep plowing and soil improvement. It'll take 3 years to bear fruit. Manager's son understands that. Manager's son offering 10 taels was showing you respect. Lady Su offered 12 taels. Quite bold. But Chief Xiao hasn't officially transferred the deed yet, right? The price is still negotiable. I'll offer 15 taels, manager's son. Yesterday, Lady Su already paid 12 taels. Even after paying, you can still get a refund. Highest bidder wins. That's the rule. The rule is on my side. Let him explain. Is the one in the silk shirt manager's son? Why did he come in person? Last time in the magistrate's hall.
He had old GU act as his pawn.
This time he's not using pawns. He's stepping in himself. That land isn't worth 15 taels. He's determined to stop Lady Su from buying it. Just watch. Lady Su is not someone to be bullied. She wants to pressure me in front of the whole village. Then I'll explain things clearly in front of everyone. Dear villagers, I, Sujin, want to buy this wasteland to plant fruit trees and raise ducks. Several aunties beside me pooled their retirement money for me. Why? Because they trust me. Manager's son, you offered 15 taels to buy this land. Are you really planning to plant fruit trees? Or are you just trying to stop me from buying it? His silence is the answer. If it's the latter, you snatch this land today. I'll look for another tomorrow. You take one. I'll seek another. Qingju village has plenty of wasteland. But manager's son, how many times can your money afford tossing away 15 taels each time? You know better than me whether this land is worth 15 taels. You know it in your heart. You are a businessman. A losing deal. Once a strategy, twice is just foolish. What a sharp tongue. I underestimated her. Manager's son, I paid 12 taels to Zhao Lisheng last night. Your 15 tael bid was made only today. According to the rules, first to pay gets the deal. If you feel it's unfair, we can drag this out. I'll wait with you. Anyway, I live in the village. Sitting at Zhao Lizheng's doorstep every day is easy for me. It takes you at least half an hour to come from the county. You go, I go. Let's see who gives up first. By the rules, Lady Su paid first. The land deed will be transferred today. Chimu Santhan is mine now. Nice move. I underestimated her. Well done, Lady Su. Take this land, it's yours. But Lady Su, business isn't just for one season. Today you've really offended manager's son. Even if I don't offend him, he won't let me off. Might as well offend him openly. Yeah, that's true. The land is in hand. Next step, clearing. The duck shed needs to be rebuilt. The pond needs to be dug deeper. He's waiting for me in secret. Every day gained is precious. He's waiting for me in the county. But I'm not afraid. Why? Because they trust me. Manager's son, you offered 15 taels to buy this land. Are you really planning to plant fruit trees? Or are you just trying to stop me from buying it? Draw lines first, then build the shed. Step by step. This side is for building the duck shed, facing north to south. It's not cold in winter. It's ventilated in summer. Your setup is even neater than Zhao Lisheng marking grain boundaries. How long will this take? No matter how many stones, they'll all be moved eventually. Clear the stones first. Once the stones are cleared, we turn the soil. After turning the soil, we dig the pond. Step by step. No land is tougher than human determination. Oh, I've pulled my ponytail up. This land is really hard. I'm old, moving 2 stones at a time needs a break. But after resting, you still have to carry them. If it's ruined, then so be it. Even bandaged, we keep working. Broken hands don't matter. As long as the land is cleared. Lady Su, there are too many stones in this plot. You can't clear 2 fen of land in a day. 7 lu 3 fen of land. It'll take till the year of the monkey. After the stones are cleared, the soil needs turning. After turning, still have to dig the pond. Jin Yang, it's just us few working. We really don't have enough people. Not enough hands? Call for more. Sister Wang, your son wants to join the partnership, right? Ask him to come tomorrow. Okay, I'll talk to him tonight. Grandma Zhao Yu said old Kian next door wants to come last time. He's been talking about it. I'll drag him here tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, we'll change how we work. Those with strength move stones. Those with experience turn the soil. Those with skill build stone walls. Split into 3 groups. Everyone does their own job. Way faster than all hustling together. When people arrive, the land comes alive. Today we work in teams. Old Kian leads the stone-moving group. Grandma Zhao leads the soil-turning group. Sister Wang leads the stone wall group. Whichever group finishes today's quota first, dinner gets an extra salted duck egg. Salted duck eggs, Lady Sue. Don't regret it. Old Kian, pace yourself. Strength alone isn't enough for moving stones. You need to know how to see the gaps. Hurry up and talk to your dad. One more person, one more pair of hands. Salted duck eggs shouldn't go only to old Kian's group. The stones are piled up like a mountain, taking up space and causing trouble. What should we do? Lady Sue, these stones take up at least half a mu. Nowhere to toss them, nowhere to stack them. Old Kian, instead of tossing, use them to build walls. Build walls? What walls? For the shed, use stones for the foundation. For the slope, use stones for rooftop walls. Leftover rubble will pave the path, from the top down to the base of the slope. On rainy days for hauling eggs or ducks, your feet won't slip. I've moved countless stones in my life. First time hearing stones can be used like this. Choose flat ones, those are good for pressure. Round ones don't stack high. You were only thinking about paving the path. Didn't think about picking stones, did you? I don't know how to pick stones. Grandma Zhao, you teach me. At your age, your eyes are sharper than any ruler. You lead the stone wall team. And what about the duck eggs? Both the soil turning and stone wall groups. Moving stones is really hard work. So let's give an extra to the stone moving team. Not enough duck eggs, we'll use field mice instead. At least you're not leaving empty-handed. Stones for walls, huh? Before, anyone moving stones up here would curse. But Lady Sue turns them into bricks. My wife kept saying she wanted to come. I had her carry extra. No, that's some effort. The partnership roster is several pages long already. Isn't that old Kian? His wife says he came before sunrise. Carried 3 baskets of stones, without a break. Not as effective as Grandma Zhao's team, though. Rest when you can't carry anymore. My wall here is done. I can lend you 2 people. Stop arguing, there's plenty of duck eggs. But you have to finish the wall first. Your push is more useful than me carrying another basket. Lady Sue, come down and take a look here. This stone isn't right. It's not a natural stone. Those carvings are characters? Someone carved those words. Boundary marker, east is here. That 7 fen of field belongs to Qingju village. Boundary marker. Keep working. Finish building the wall first. I'll take care of this stone matter. The land is in our hands. The land is over there. No matter who changes the register, it won't work. Xiao Lisheng is willing to go with you. That proves the old register showing 8 mu can stand up to scrutiny. But they've been growing fruit trees there for over 10 years. They won't just admit it because of a boundary marker. Whether we solve this diplomatically or forcefully depends on tomorrow. The duck pond is almost finished. The stone wall is up too. Once we get the land back, life will finally feel secure. Madame Sue, let's go. those 7 fen of land. Jiang Laozhen has been farming for over 10 years. You think you can just reclaim it as you please? Who still remembers details from the old register from over 10 years ago? When Jiang Laozhen started cultivating the land, no one said it belonged to Qingju village. Besides, who knows if you just buried that boundary marker recently? The writing on the legitimate boundary stone has weathered for decades. The moss on it is thicker than my duck shed. You can't fake that in a short time. Let's just have the county officials inspect it to find out. So what if that's the case? Jiang Laozhen cleared the land. Jiang Laozhen planted the fruit trees. You just have an old register, and you think you can take someone's land back. Anyone who tries to confiscate my land, with my fruit trees just starting to bear fruit. Jinyang and their group have the numbers. But you have to compensate me for the fruit trees first. Jiang Laozhen, you just said you cleared the land, and you planted the trees. Do you remember the year you started cultivating? Was there a boundary marker here? The proper old register clearly recorded 8 mu. But the land deed in your hand says 7 mu and 3 fen. The 7 fen difference just happens to be the piece you occupy. Jiang Laozhen, what else do you have to say? You farmed here for over 10 years and never paid a penny in rent. Qingju village never fussed about it with you. Now that we're taking it back, how did it suddenly become someone else's land after all these years? This isn't bullying you. It's just returning things to their rightful owner. Jiang Laozhen, I'm not taking your land for free. There are 2 options. Which one do you choose? First, you remove the fruit trees. And I'll compensate you for 3-year-old fruit trees at market price. I'll pay you market value for each tree. You take the trees and return the land to me. Second, leave the trees and sell me both the trees and the land at an appraised value. Whatever you spent to clear the land, and the capital you invested planting the trees. Just give me a figure. One more thing, you farmed over 10 years without paying rent, and you harvested fruit for free all those years. If we really settle the accounts, you're not in the right. I'm giving you compensation today, as a way out for you. If you don't take it, then we'll see each other in the county court. If that happens, the land still goes back. But you won't keep the trees for free, and we'll have to pay back rent for all those years. Laozhen, he's telling the truth. A loan doesn't recognize the person. If it goes to court, you won't be in the right. Laozhen, you make the call. You just mentioned compensation. Compensate at market price, so you won't take a loss. Fine, let's settle at appraised value. I leave the trees, you pay me. The land is yours. The boundary marker is firmly in place. The boundary marker is firmly in place. The land boundaries are clear. From now on. If they can't, he can suppress their price. These fruit trees, I've been watering them for over 10 years. I even watered them this morning. After today, they won't be mine anymore. I've calculated the money. Not a cent less. Master Chin, full name Fu. The look he gave me wasn't resentment. It was more like, we'll see. Afraid this feud is settled. Sue's son is coming back. You are. I know. Jinian didn't even look back when she left just now. If I were her, losing over 10 years of land just like that, I wouldn't look back either. But I discounted his fruit trees. Didn't short him a single penny. I've done everything I can. 40 are laying eggs. It's settled for Old Third. That woman took the land just with a few words. I don't know how Old Third's words will come true. Manager's son also got burned by her. Should we find manager's son? Their price is 20% lower than yours. He'll run into her himself. That woman said he wasn't bullying me. I really want to see how long he can stand here in the village. The eastern land boundary is reclaimed. Customers aren't buying. We'll redraw the boundary map tomorrow. Report and file with Zhao Lizeng. You're back. I heard she's offended more than just our county. Life has to go on. Let's not think about it for now. Tomorrow we have to redraw the boundary map. 8 acres, the duck pond, orchard, and spice field. The foundation is laid. But manager's son won't let me be at ease. Mom, someone from the county is here. Manager Joe asked someone to tell you he needs to see you. Mom, hurry back once. Everything is arranged. Okay. Someone from Ling County is dumping salted duck eggs at low prices. Manager Joe is asking if you can lower your price. Eli Restaurant also came. What's happened at Manager Liu's side now? No need. Manager Liu sent word that someone's trying to snatch the supply contract. They want to know if you can give a definite answer. Jiniang Jiu Daling took people to make trouble on the wasteland. He said the Jiu family has a share of that land. Have you seen the batch of salted duck eggs from Ling County? Haven't seen them, just heard they're cheap. Show him what real runny yolk means. Go back and tell Manager Joe. I won't lower the price. When you cut open my salted duck eggs, the yolk runs. Right now he's too scared to make a move. Let him compare. If he wants to stock cheap goods, that's fine. Math, 2-digit numbers. But my price stays the same. That's a strong statement. We'd like to enroll him in school. Next is the Yulai restaurant situation. Tell Manager Liu. The leadware sample was sealed in the jar at the start. He sealed it with wax himself. Anyone who wants to snatch his supply contract should bring their sample for comparison. If they can beat me, these 7 portions of land belong to Qingju village. No questions asked. Jinyang, you're going after people with a carrying pole again. What does a cheap egg from the zero line look like when it's cut open? No need to chase. He just stands at the edge of the land and says, "That piece belongs to the Jiyu family. I won't make a move. I have something more useful than a carrying pole." Manager Liu said. Sujin from Chengdu village? Mom taught him the beginning. Total area, 8 acres. Manager Joe says the Ling County salted duck eggs are poor quality. Jiu Daling was scared off by a few words from Sujin. That document in his hands, Jiu Daling didn't even dare to look at it. 3 matters sorted in less than an hour. All resolved just like that. Manager Liu said, "Not switching suppliers." Manager Joe tasted the Lin County salted eggs. They're dry and don't run. Su Madam's goods are still the best. Manager's son isn't testing with 3 fronts this time. He wants me stretched thin, can't support all sides. He didn't expect I wouldn't rush around. I just stayed home and handled things one by one. If I stay calm, he'll get messed up. 3 matters, all resolved. He didn't win this time. If he doesn't win, he'll come up with a new plan. There are 80 ducks in the pond now. The rest, leave it to time. The other 40 will start next month. Jinyang, it's time to eat. Oh, heading home. Ah. Brother, what are you writing? Heaven and earth are mysterious and yellow. The universe is vast and ancient. Mom taught me. At 8 years old, my sleeves were shorter. Wang An is 8 now.
He recites the 3-character classic fluently.
That's his freedom. Add and subtract straight through. I'm teaching him. It's time to send him to school. Zi, do you want to go to school and study? A teacher will teach you. Classmates will study together. Mom, tuition must be expensive, right? I'll take care of tuition. You just focus on studying well. Mom, Yaya wants to study too. You're still little. When you grow as big as your brother. Heaven and earth are mysterious and yellow. The universe is vast and ancient. But the feud is also settled. As long as he can take over, that's good. The contract comes with samples supplied. This is Fu's son, named Jiyu Wang An. He's 8 this year. I need to hurry back and tell Manager Joe. What books has he read? The 3-character classic, 1,000-character classic. Absolutely won't switch people. The rest he read on his own. But there are many things he doesn't understand. Recite a section. Heaven and earth are mysterious and vast. The universe is ancient and boundless. The sun and moon wax and wane. The stars and constellations align. Winter turns to summer. Autumn brings the harvest, and winter stores it away. A leap year completes the cycle. Musical notes harmonize the balance of nature. Clouds rise to bring rain, and dew turns into frost. You're only 8 years old. You recognize all these characters? Or are you just reciting along? I recognize the words my mother traced with a stick on the ground. She taught me stroke by stroke. Later, she went to town to make a delivery and bought an old book from shopkeeper Joe. I learned by copying it. I circled the words I didn't know. Mother would ask him when she came back. Come with me. Heaven and earth are mysterious and vast. Who is it? Today is a writing test. You're to write from memory what we learned last month from the 1,000-character classic. Turn to the first 40 lines in your books. Write as much as you can. How long did your mother teach you? She started teaching me as soon as I could hold a stick. I don't remember exactly how long. I only remember writing 20 words each day. I could only play in the fields after finishing. I've checked on Sunyanzi's child. Would you like to see his drafts, teacher? There are still a few books at home. He practices calligraphy every day. After finishing one page, he can't bear to throw it away. He flips it over and writes on the second side. A few books were old account books from shopkeeper Joe. They cut the paper edges. The writing is small, but clear. You're testing his learning, what he has in his head. I watch him write every day. But you've seen so many students, teacher. I wanted you to see how hard he usually works. This child isn't afraid of tests. What he fears is not being given the chance to take the test. Sunyanzi, I just asked your son. What's his name? He said his name is Yu Wenyan. Did you name him? A child who can tell the origin of his own name isn't just parroting what he's taught. He didn't make a single mistake writing the 1,000-character classic. He checked every character himself. He even wiped the charcoal dust off the edges before handing it in. That kind of habit can't be developed overnight. I've taught in Yunshui County for 20 years. I've seen plenty of students. Some have great talent, and some work hard. But talented and hardworking. Your child may not be the most gifted, but he does have one thing. He can sit still at 8. That kind of focus is rare. He's made for studying. I'll take this student. He just wrote from memory in the last row. While the students next to him got curious, turned to watch him write, and he didn't even lift his eyes. Thank you, teacher. Entry fee is 2 taels. Brush, ink, paper, and inkstone 1 tael a year. You just said you could afford it. I've had the entry fee ready for a while. Good, then I'll accept it. This student. From now on, no matter what anyone says, this school belongs to me, and the student is mine. Come to class tomorrow. If you're late, you'll stand as punishment. Thank you, teacher. Entry fee 2 taels. Brush, ink, paper, and inkstone 1 tael. The spices and salted duck eggs from Sue's store. Sold for a few months. I've saved up enough long ago. Don't rush him. Let him savor it himself. This is the duck you raised yourself. Your first batch and just opened. This can be a dish, or made into snacks, good with wine or as a gift. Just the right amount of saltiness. The golden oil is better than any I've had at the Joe Mansion. How many do you have? The first batch has 100 eggs. There'll be eggs every month after. 5 when each. I'll take them all. All right. Shopkeeper, it's 5 when each. That's double what we paid before for salted eggs. These are the kind that ooze oil. Don't compare them to the dry ones on the market. Madame Sue, can you supply my shop with some of those salted duck eggs too? I won't compete with Yulai Restaurant for the high-end market. I'll sell through my grocery store channels. Sell them to everyday folks. Different packaging. Yulai Restaurant sells the premium ones. Mine are for the common people. Alright, but I can only supply 300 eggs a month. 100 for a Yulai restaurant. And 200 for you. Egg production is limited. I can't supply more. Alright, 200 is enough. Everyone move aside. Jiang Denyu, He pushed me and stepped on my book. Stepped on my hand. What's going on? Quiet. Our land deed spells it out clearly. East to the crook tree, west to the river, south is the boundary marker. It's all written on the deed. Just because your dad says so, it's the rule? My dad said his family has farmed it for over 10 years. Just because your dad farmed it for years, does that make it yours? Bullying is when the strong prey on the weak, when many oppress the few. That's what bullying means. Show me your hand.
Hey,
You can't make a fist, but it should get better by tomorrow. Who did this? The teacher has already punished them. He's watching me. I'm not afraid of him. Zhang Laozhen, your son bullied mine. I'm not scared. I'm going home. Well done. You didn't cry today. And you didn't retaliate. No fighting in school. That's the teacher's rule. First time, mom handles it. Second time, your dad in heaven deals with it. Third time, it's up to the gods.
hey,
Don't tell your mother. That woman is unusual. Now I finally understand. So-called school is just a weapon in the hands of adults. The food delivery was an excuse. Meeting Teacher Chin was the real goal. I have to get to the bottom of this and make myself clear. Who did this? Zhang Laozhen. How do you know? Last time at school, his son stepped on Xiaobao's hand. Last time with the land dispute, he lost 7/10 of an acre. Now the spy's field is ruined. Same person 3 times. I can't be wrong. Go to the authorities. No evidence. If he dared to come at night, he wouldn't leave any clues. Let's not alert him yet. I'll figure something out. You're sure it was Zhang Laozhen? I'm sure. But no evidence. Tom reported. Then what do you want to do? Catch him with evidence. Meow meow. There's a thief. That's Zhang Laozhen for you. He came late at night to ruin someone else's field. Last time, I compensated him for the land border dispute. Not a single coin less. Now he's here to destroy my field. If this isn't revenge, what is it? This guy is so petty. Feud between adults. He came at midnight to pull up my seedlings. Li Zheng is here. His buttons are all mismatched. No one can protect you tonight. The roots are broken and the leaves are shattered. These are seedlings I guarded for months, every single one. Now they're lying in the mud, like birds with their necks snapped. Zhang Laozhen, those 7 acres. I paid you city price for your fruit trees. You didn't lose anything. What more do you want? Your son stepped on mine's hand at school. The teacher punished me, and I didn't pursue it. Yet you come at midnight to destroy my field.
Tell me.
What did I, Sujin, ever do to wrong you? You took my family's land. My son got beaten at school. Our Zhang family has lived in Willow Village for generations. No one ever dared collect my land. How can you, a widow, have such power? Your boundary marker is proof. It's listed in the old registry. Qingju village boundary. I paid city price. You got the fruit tree money. If you're dissatisfied, go complain to the county office. But instead, you came to ruin my field. Zhao Li with evidence and a witness report to the authorities. Tie him up. Take him to the county tomorrow. Zhang Laozhen deliberately damaged another's field. Punish with 20 strokes and compensate for the loss. What's this? Why is it this color? Preserved egg. It's a modified recipe based on salted duck eggs. We increased the ratio of plant ash, added lime and tea powder. It's more pure than salted duck eggs, lasts even longer. This tastes even better than salted eggs. Mom, this egg is green. Duck wants to eat the green one. Not as salty as salted eggs, but smells great. Go to shopkeeper Joe. Let him try the spice first. The purple perilla and fennel in the fields are almost ready for their second harvest. This batch looks good. Bring them all together. Lady Sue, I've never seen anything like this. It's not a salted duck egg. It's not a century egg. More fragrant than century eggs. Purer than salted eggs. Oh, but it won't sell in town. Salted duck eggs cost 5 coins each. That's already the highest price regular folks can accept. These are priced at 10 coins. People who can afford it are fewer than 50 households in the whole county. No need to sell them in the county, shopkeeper Joe. I want to find a sales channel with the Joe Mansion. I actually know someone at Joe Mansion. Surname Shen, does north-south goods business. Has high standards, ordinary stuff doesn't interest him. He's the one who handed over his card at the Yu Lei restaurant entrance last time. Boss Shen. Yeah. He sampled your field mouse dish on the street last time. He mentioned you to me afterwards. Your goods could be ranked top 3 even at Joe Mansion. No need to go to Joe Mansion. Invite him to Qingju Village. Invite him over. Boss Shen is a big merchant for the Joe Mansion. Getting him to come to the village is an honor. Shopkeeper Joe, in your letter, write that only this place sells preserved eggs. No other vendors. Add one more line. The purple perilla and fennel are also in their second harvest. Their quality is even better than the last batch. If he doesn't come, these eggs and spices will show up elsewhere eventually. Lady Sue, you're becoming more and more like a businesswoman. It's not me. It's the products. Good products give me confidence. My son punches well, organized. Boss Shen, please. What's this called? Preserved egg. Named for the pine flower pattern on the egg whites. How is it made? Hey, it's a secret recipe. Sorry, I can't disclose it. When you were selling spices at Yulei restaurant, I knew you weren't ordinary. Today, these preserved eggs surprised me even more. How much can you make per month? Currently about 300 eggs each month. In half a year can reach 1,000 eggs. I'll take them all, you set the price. Perilla, 25 coins per caddy. Fennel, 50 coins per caddy. Quality is right here, no bargaining. Preserved egg, 10 coins each. Good deal. But I have a condition. Factory inspection. Factory inspection. I want to see your workshop right now. Quality is just an entry ticket. The workshop must be standardized. Boss Shen, please. Third Sue batch of June. Lady Sue, your place is too basic. It may be basic, but the products are great. I've dealt in north-south goods for 20 years. Never seen a workshop that can produce such quality under these conditions. I'll sign the contract. But in 3 months, I'll come back to inspect again. By then, I hope to see a more organized workshop. But I can't leave empty-handed today. 50 preserved eggs, 50 salted duck eggs. Ah, okay. 5 caddies of purple perilla spice. 3 caddies of fennel spice. I'll take them back to test at my tavern. Be careful moving the goods. 50 sour duck eggs. 5 coins, 250 total. 50 preserved eggs.
10 coins, 500 total.
Grand total, 1,025 coins. Converted, 1 tael plus 2 3/5. When your workshop is standardized, you won't be a farm woman anymore. You'll be a supplier. The supplier status is valuable. Spice quality is really good. Every tea porridge harvest from now on, just send me a note. I'll come inspect. And take the purple perilla and fennel. Joe Manchin's medicine shop. We'll buy as much as you have. In 3 months, this workshop needs to be rebuilt. Expand the workshop. Standardize procedures. That's the only way to grow bigger. Starting next month, preserved egg production doubles. Spices and duck eggs supplied together. Boss Shen's carriage will never leave empty again. The calm before the storm. I need to take advantage of these days to lay a solid foundation. Miss Su Jin, shopkeeper Su. He made a move. Madam Wang, is what you said really true? Absolutely. My nephew from my mother's family works at the county office. He saw it with his own eyes. The Sun family has made a statement. They won't let it go easily. The feed is cut off. 40 ducks on the move for 3 days. Shopkeeper's son is targeting the whole farm. Aunt Liu, go check and tally all our grain stores. Sort all the sweet potato vines and old vegetables together. I'll go speak with shopkeeper Joe. See if we can borrow some grain. If it really doesn't work out, then we can only feed the children first. The adults will just have to drink thin porridge for now. Miss Su, it's not that I'm unwilling to help you. The Zhou residents and the Sun family have already warned me. My little shop can't afford to offend them. Miss Su, I really can't. Who knows, Lord Sun's spies might be watching outside. If he finds out I'm selling you grain, then I won't be able to get goods from the Zhou residents anymore. I can't risk my small business. Master Chin, that student you taught, the widowed merchant's son. I heard he's quite capable out there. He grew those ginseng roots himself as part of his religious studies. Master Chin, you'd better head home. Someone reported Sujin for tax evasion. Every transaction is recorded clearly. The handwriting is neat. The categories are distinct. They'll come again in 3 days. You'd better be ready. They'll come again in 3 days. They'll come again in 3 days. How are we supposed to get through these days? The feed is cut off. The grain stores will only last 5 days. Master Chin said. They threatened with blood donations to force Xiaobao to quit school. 3 separate sources. All within half an hour. I'm heading to the county office. Jinyang, is it just coincidence these 3 things happened on the same day? It's not a coincidence. Besides, it's not something one person can pull off. Self-taught crafts. The supply for all the grain shops. Shopkeeper's son alone doesn't have that much influence. The Zhou residents and the Sun family are handling it personally now. Lady Su, there are things I shouldn't say. But I'll be frank. The Sun family has deep roots in the Zhou residence. 3 generations in business. It's not just the work of shopkeeper's son alone. How long can the grown-ups hold out? A month at most. Lord Z, 1 month. Miss Su, Judge Wang's situation isn't what it was before. The Zhou residents and Sun family spoke to him too. He has no choice but to give up. I understand. The feed is cut off. Pressure on the school. The authorities are investigating. Boss Shen is holding on as well. Everything points to the same direction. The key is at the Zhou residence. The doors to the grain shops. Judge Wang's words. Shopkeeper Zhou's voice, detail by detail like abacus beads. There's one thing. Jinyang, you've worked so hard. If we can't keep this family, even if we lose these 2 pieces of paper, we have to carry them with us no matter what. Jinyang, are you really going to the Zhou residence alone? The Sun family's roots are in the Zhou residence. If you just wait here, you'll only take a beating. Feed supply is cut off. The school is under pressure. The authorities are checking taxes. And it's all coming from the top down. The key isn't in the county, it's in the Zhou residence. But you don't know anyone at the Zhou residence. There's one person I know. Mother will be away for a few days. Stay with Granny Liu. Listen to Granny Liu. Brother goes to school every day. Sister helps Granny Liu feed the ducks. Mom will bring you sweets from the Zhou residence when I come back. They're much tastier than the ones we have now. Mom, how many days will you be gone? I don't know, but I promise I will come back. Can't look back. If I look back, I won't be able to leave. No matter how big the Zhou residence is, Boss Shen's shop is the first stop. Lady Su, you're really daring. Coming to the Zhou residence on your own. Do you know how powerful the Sun family is here? No, that's why I'm here to ask you, Boss Shen. The Sun family has run things here for 3 generations. The main house manages goods from the north and south. The second house runs the money exchange. The third house is a director in the Chamber of Commerce. They're not people you want to tangle with. What about inside the Sun family? The main, second, and third houses work as one. Well, not exactly. The second and third houses have been fighting over the inheritance. It's been years, but that's their internal matter. You're an outsider. Is there any flaw in the Sun family? Something in the books that might expose them? The Sun family used to have a bookkeeper.
His name is Sue. He was kicked out 3 years ago.
Some say he knew too much. Now he's renting a shabby place in the South Alley. He makes a living writing letters for people. You'll recognize him, gray hair and patched long shirt. That's the one Boss Shen was talking about. Sir, may I ask your surname? My surname is Sue. Do you need a letter or a legal petition written? I wanted to ask you about someone from the Sun family. I wanted to ask you about someone from the Sun family. Who are you? Someone who was forced to the edge by the Sun family. Come with me. The Sun family kicked me out. Because I got old. And because I handled the accounts for the second branch. The third branch caught me making mistakes. I took the fall. I didn't even get my retirement money. Subio, I need a weak spot in the Sun family. Anything will do. You, a woman, are going against the Sun family. I have 2 kids behind me. Their leader's surname is Zhou. The real accounts of the Sun family aren't kept in the accounting office. The Sun family has a secret ledger. It records shady business dealings, tax evasion, bribery, illegal seizure of property. That ledger is hidden behind the plaque in the ancestral hall. Because I was the first one to keep those secret accounts. How do I get it? Normally, outsiders can't enter the Sun family ancestral hall. Only during the annual ancestor worship on the 8th day of the 12th lunar month. They invite a lion dance troupe in for festivities. The lion dance troupe gets a chance to access the main hall. The 8th day of the 12th lunar month is just a few days away. 3 days later. How does the lion dance troupe get in? The Yixing troupe from the southern part of town. They go every year. If I don't fight, they'll have nothing. I know him. 20 years ago, his father was tricked while performing on the street. I helped him write a legal statement. Leader Zhou owes me a favor. 3 days, the 8th day of the 12th lunar month. The Sun family's secret ledger is behind the plaque in the ancestral hall. If you can get in, you can get it. The Sun family suppressed me at both the prefecture and county levels for so long. Nobody has ever brought them down. This time, I'm going to make that secret ledger their first downfall. Your mother will come back. Entering the ancestral hall to get the ledger. Retreat safely in 3 steps. You can't make a mistake in any step. Today is the 7th day of the 12th lunar month. Tomorrow is Ancestor Worship Day. I have to find Yi Xing troop today. Ah. An Liu, where are the bean cakes? What will the ducks eat tomorrow? The sweet potato vines in the field will last 2 more days. Jinyang said before she left. To wait for her return. Yeah. Ah. This is Miss Su Jin. She wants a meal at your place. You're a woman. You want to enter the Sun family ancestral hall? What for? The Sun family isn't easy to mess with. I've been around the Zhou household for 20 years. I go to the Sun family every year. At noon. The Sun family's guards aren't slackers. I can pretend to be a cook delivering vegetables. Sneak into the Zhou family. I'll bear all the consequences myself. Since he agreed, I have no choice but to accept. But I have one condition. You must not expose Yi Xing troop. I swear. The 7th day of the 12th lunar month is for rituals. Blending in with Yi Xing troop is my only chance to enter the ancestral hall. It's my only opportunity. The ancestral hall's outer wall is 30 feet high. There's a drainage outlet at the base of the wall. The plaque is high and needs a step table for reaching. A bench next to it is just the right height. The secret compartment lacks a lock. The hinges are already rusted. It hasn't been opened in ages. 2 guards mainly at the second entrance. Go out the side door, and there's a narrow alley. The alley ends at a river. Everything is arranged. Be careful tomorrow. This is brought over by An Liu. Your mother hasn't come back, right? Yeah. It's him. A thick layer of dust has settled on the paper package. Ah, ah. Don't fall down. Oh no. Someone. Catch that woman. Close the gate. He moved the exhaust. Stop him. Turn 2 corners in the side corridor. Go through the moon gate. Go straight ahead to the end. Go straight ahead, and it's the side door. Joe's hands are trembling.
And
Block the alley entrance. Jump down. Don't let go. Don't let go. He jumped into the river. Go to the other side and block the boat. Go downstream and look for the boat. Don't take the official road. We need to find a place to spend the night. We'll stay here tonight. Tomorrow we'll take the mountain road back to Yanshui County. 3 layers of paper tucked against her ribs inside her clothes. The chill penetrated through the fabric. Time to hit the road. Miss, where did you come from? Why do you look like this? Sir, please give me a ride. I'm going to Yanshui County. I'll pay in copper coins. Have some water first. There are lots of wild animals on this mountain road. How can a woman like you spend the night alone? Sir, you'd better hurry. We're almost at Yunning County. Your mother said? She'd definitely come back. Mother promised me. Hidden cane in hand. But Sun's fast horses are already on the move. We must reach Judge Wang with the ledger before the Sun family reacts. Thank you. How dare he? How dare he touch the account book? Manager Sun, Magistrate Wang wants to see you. Carrying a sword is not the same as a staff. They've come out! They've come out! They've come out! Manager Sun has been taken away by the armed guards. Yanshui County is about to change. The staff is planted on the ground. This is probably a serious case today. Last time I kneeled here. This time I'm standing. Your Honor, this shrew snuck into my Sun family ancestral hall and stole my family's ancestral records. Caught her with the evidence. Please allow my family to deal with her. Manager Sun, you said he took the ancestral record. Are you sure it's the ancestral record? Then this contains 10 years of Sun family tax evasion and bribery, cases of land grabbing. All in your Sun family. And they're all in the ancestral record? It's over. Everything is in the ledger. Sun Lawson. What the Sun family has done in Yanshui County. I've heard all about it. You incited Madame Jiu Jiang to false accusation and suppressed us through Lord Duan. Today, with solid evidence, you still try to twist the facts in court?
Guards.
Sun Lozan is suspected of bribery, tax evasion, and land grabbing. Detain him for interrogation. Seal Sun's grain store immediately. Your first move was not what I expected. 20 years of foundation. He just pulled it out by the roots. If we keep dragging it out, everything will be lost. Jinian, those copper coins will only last 10 more days. Manager Sun has arrived. The Sun family is still here. But Magistrate Wang is still here. The court only recognizes evidence, not the Sun family's influence. Sell openly and honestly. Don't go through shady alleys. Don't sneak in through the back door. Just talk to Manager Joe, Manager Liu, and Boss Shen too. Boss Shen. The Zhou household and Sun family are still here. Because the Sun family oppresses him in the Zhou household. That's because Manager Sun could still turn things around in the county. Now that Manager Sun is in jail. The Sun family's foundation in the county is broken. Boss Shen has been waiting for this shift in power for over half a month. Right after Manager Sun was taken in on the Sun family's end. The Sun family is still here. But Magistrate Wang is still here. Manager Zhou, you've been in the grain business for 30 years. You won't wait for all the turmoil to settle before stepping out, right? Five copper coins for 300 salted duck eggs. 10 coins for 100 preserved eggs. Got it. These eggs really are good stuff. I'm only worried about the Sun family. It was the Sun family who called for the boycott. Now Manager Sun is in jail. Manager Liu, are you really afraid that someone who's locked up could turn the tables? Yeah. Preserved eggs, 10 coins. Salted duck eggs, 5 coins, 200 each. Madam Su. The Sun family from Zhou's house just sent someone to deliver a message. On my side. You've held out on the Zhou estate for so long without canceling the orders. You were waiting for this moment. Your calculations are spot on. Preserved eggs, 10 wen each. Salted duck eggs, 5 wen each. 300 of each type. At the usual market price. Preserved eggs go up by 10%. Manager Zhou, total, 2,500 wen. Manager Liu, total, 3,000 wen. Boss Shen, total, 4,800 wen. Jiniang, the 3 clients together totaled 10,300 wen. 10,300 wen is about 12 or 13 taels of silver. Deduct the feed cost. Share bonuses and bamboo for the duck house. The net left is 6 taels. That's enough to get us through 2 months. All 3 signed off and didn't lower the price. Last time there was leftover money was late autumn. Now I have the money for my son's wedding. Manager Sun went bankrupt. But the Sun family won't just accept this. But today these 3 contracts were signed fair and square. No shady back alleys. No backdoor deals. Magistrate Wang is still at the Yamen.
He deals strictly with evidence.
There's a huge hole in the roof. Aunt Liu, I know now. With these materials, that's enough. Once the contracts are secured, the spice business gets on track. The duck eggs finally have buyers. It's time. This main house should be right here. If you want to put down roots in the village, you need a proper home. I think this spot is great. Back to the hill, facing the water. It's a good place. Now you have a son, so you have to think ahead for him and everything. I think you should have a proper desk now. Placing it by the window gives great light. Yeah. Leave half a foot more on the east side to lock in that wealth. Grandpa Kian, can I ask you another question? All right, I've put it away. Raise the beam. Everyone try these fresh out of the pot. Hey, do you see those two? Something's going on there, right? Old man. The rice supplies are all ready. Uncle Kian, help me hang it up. Food's ready. Time to go home. Sujin, Sujin. Joe Estate at the crossroads. Boss Shen said he'll supply the capital. We split the profit 50-50. Our goods can be sold at the Joe Estate now. At the main crossroads. That's the busiest place in the Joe Estate. Really, Miss Sue. So from now on, I can be like a scholar, sitting by this stone table drinking tea and reading letters. Let me think. It's been 10 days. The duck house is up. Preserved eggs are shipped out batch after batch. And the green fruits in the orchard are starting to turn red. The reason I came this far. was to make sure my two kids had enough to eat and wear, and got to go to school. Now they're fed, well dressed and studying too. If we move to Joe Estate, can I still keep this up? Wang An's handwriting is getting neater and neater. But when Nayan An writes the character sky, he drags it out really long. Every duck here, every cage. I fought for all of it. Joe Estate means a bigger shop, more silver. But it also means more complicated relationships, more social dinners, and less time together. Mom, something's on your mind. If you gotta choose, staying here or moving to Joe Estate, which would you pick? Here, we've got Uncle Chin, Grandma Liu, the maid I pick here. Jingyan picks here too. There are butterflies here. Are there butterflies in Joe Estate? There are, but they're not as pretty as the ones on our field path. Boss Shen, I won't be moving to the Joe Estate shop. I'm not going. Madam Su, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Son's family business collapsed. A huge section of the dry goods market just opened at Joe Estate. I know. But if I leave, who will take care of the ulcer cases? Who's going to watch over the school? Aunt Liu and the others have been with me almost 2 years. All their savings and investments are in this land. If I leave, what will they do? And my son too. He just found his place at school. Teacher Chin says next year he can take the scholar's exam. I can't just earn more silver by uprooting his foundation. Madam Su, every word you say is nailed deep into this land. But it's not that I refuse to do business with the Zhou family. I authorize you. You can sell from my farm at the Zhou's. You take goods from my farm and sell them at Zhou's. You get 70% of the profit. I get 30%. The recipe is still mine. The goods are still mine. But I won't leave Qingju village. Madam Su, you're the smartest farmer I've ever seen at doing business. Deal? 70-30 split. 60-40. Your goods are worth that much. Deal. Horizontal and vertical, straight lines. Every stroke is embedded in the grain of the wood. Just like our days here. We've put down roots. From 2 acres of poor land to an 8-acre farm. From a leaky shack to a house with no sign on the door. Heaven and earth, dark and light. Madam Su, when I came last year, this was just a wasteland. With your arrival, sir, our humble place is honored. Is this tea from your land too? Wild tea grown in the courtyard, fried by Madam Su herself. Not fancy, but it quenches thirst. 2 plaques. A cup of wild tea. This woman turned a wasteland into paradise. Even the undercover inspector comes to Sue's for tea. The breeze makes the perilla leaves rustle. The school kids are out too. It feels like I have everything now. But like nothing's really changed. When I woke up, I had 2 skinny, hungry children by my side. And a house that was about to collapse. Now they're well fed. They can study. And we have a home. Me too. Madame Sue, you're too brave. Coming to the Zhou family by yourself. Do you know how powerful the Sun family is in Zhoufu? I don't, so I'm here to ask you, Boss Shen. The Sun family has run Zhoufu for 3 generations. The eldest branch manages southern and northern goods. The second branch runs the money houses. The third branch is on the Chamber of Commerce as a director. They're out of your league. And inside the Sun family? The 3 branches are united as one. Though actually, the second and third branches are fighting over the inheritance. They've been fighting for years. But that's their internal affair. You're an outsider. Is there any weakness in the Sun family? Something that might show up in the books? The Sun family had an accountant. His surname's Sue, and he was kicked out 3 years ago. Some say he knew too much. Now he's renting a rundown room in the South Alley, surviving by writing letters for people. Found him. Gray hair, patched long robe. That's the man Boss Shen mentioned. Sir, may I have your name? Sue. Do you want a letter or a legal paper written? I'd like to ask you about someone, the Sun family. Who are you? Someone forced into a corner by the Sun family. Come with me. The Sun family threw me out. Because I'm old. And because the second branch's books I kept were caught by the third branch. I took the fall. Didn't even get my retirement money. Mr. Sue, I need the Sun family's weak spot. Anything will do. A woman like you, going up against the Sun family. I have 2 children behind me. If I don't fight, they'll have nothing. The Sun family's real accounting isn't kept by the accountant. They have a secret ledger. Records all the shady deals. Tax evasion, bribes, seizing private property. That ledger's hidden behind the ancestral hall plaque. How do you know that? Because I was the one who kept it at first. How can I get it? No outsiders get into the Sun family temple normally. Only on the 8th day of the last lunar month each year, for the ancestor ceremony, they invite a lion dance troupe to liven things up. The martial artists have a chance to get close to the main hall. How many days until the 8th? 3 days from now. How does the martial arts troupe get in? The Yixing troupe from South City. They go every year. The leader's last name is Zhou. I know him from 20 years ago. His father was hustled while performing on the street. I wrote the lawsuit paper for him. So Master Zhou owes me a favor. 3 days, the 8th day of the 12th lunar month. The Sun family has suppressed me at every level for so long. No one's ever brought them down. This time, I want that secret ledger to be their first downfall. Your mother will come back. Ah. Aunt Liu, we're out of bean cakes. What will the ducks eat tomorrow? The sweet potato vines in the field will last 2 more days, Jinyang said before she left. Wait for her to return. This is Miss Su Jin. She wants to ask you for a meal. You're a woman, you want to enter the Sun family's ancestral hall too. Do what? The Sun family is tough to deal with. I've been around in Zhoufu for 20 years. I go to the Sun family every year, at noon. And those Sun family guards aren't pushovers. I can pretend to be a kitchen hand delivering vegetables. Sneak into the Zhou family. I'll take all consequences myself. Since he agreed, I have no choice but to accept. But I have one condition. You can't expose the Yixing troop. I swear. The 7th day of the 12th lunar month. It's a day for rituals. Blending in with the team wearing white stars. It's the only chance I have to enter the ancestral hall. The outer wall of the ancestral hall is 30 feet tall. There's a drainage outlet at the base of the wall. The plaque is high up, so you need to stand on tiptoe. Standing on the bench next to the offering table is just enough to reach. The hidden compartment isn't locked. The bucket's legs are already rusted. It probably hasn't been opened for a long time. 2 guards mainly stay at the second entrance. The side door leads to a narrow alley. There's a river at the end of the alley. Everything is arranged. Be careful tomorrow. This was sent by Aunt Liu. Your mother hasn't come back yet, right? Yeah. That's him. There's a thick layer of dust on the paper parcel. Oh. Oh no. Someone. Catch that woman. Close the main gate. He's blocking the oxygen valve, stop him. Block the entrance of the alley. Don't let go. He jumped into the river. Go to the other side and block the boat. Go downstream to find a boat. Need to find a place for the night. We'll stay here tonight. We'll take the mountain trail back to Yanshui County tomorrow. 3 layers of paper close to my chest, resting against my ribs. The chill comes through the fabric. Time to hit the road. Miss? Where did you come from? Why do you look like this? Yeah. Sir, give me a ride. I'm going to Yanshui County. I'll pay you with copper coins. Have some water first. There are a lot of wild beasts on this mountain road. How can you spend the night out here alone as a woman? Sir, you need to hurry on your way. Yanning County is almost here. Your mother said. She'd definitely come back. Got a hidden cane in hand. But Sun family's fast horses are already on the move. How dare he? How dare he touch the account book? Manager Sun and Wang Xiangling request your presence. He's coming out, he's coming out. Manager Sun was escorted away by armed guards. Looks like Yanshui County is about to change. Today's case is probably a big one. Sir, this shrew sneaked into my Sun family's ancestral hall and stole our ancestral genealogy book. We caught her with the stolen goods. Please let our Sun family handle her. Manager Sun, you said he arrived. Are you sure this is the genealogy book? This records 10 years of tax evasion and bribery by the Sun family, and all the cases of seizing private property. Even your Sun family's wrongdoings are included in the family register.
It's over.
Everything is written in the account books. Sun Lawson. All your Sun family's actions in Yanshui County. The county has heard about them for a long time. First, you incited Ji Yuzhang to make false accusations. Then you had Lord Duan suppress the case. Today, the evidence is indisputable. And you still dare to twist the truth in court? Detain him for trial. Seal up the Sun Grain shop immediately. 20 years of foundation was uprooted by him. Who said Madame Sue was crazy last time? If she was crazy, could she have stolen the account book from the Zhou household? If she was crazy, could Magistrate Wang have brought armed guards to arrest people? People. Stop talking. Look at Sun Laozhen being dragged out. He was domineering in the county for 20 years. Today, 4 guards took him away. His legs were shaking. Retribution. This is retribution. Mom, Yaya doesn't have a fever anymore. Mom, you came back. Mom said she'd definitely come back. You came back right in time. Shopkeeper Joe. Thank you so much these past days. Shopkeeper Sun has fallen. But the Sun family is still around. If we drag on any longer, it'll all go to waste. Jinyang, the copper coins are only enough for 10 more days. Let's sell openly and honestly. No sneaking through alleys. No backdoor deals. Just go to Shopkeeper Joe, Shopkeeper Liu and Boss Shen, Boss Shen. The Sun family still holds Zhou residence down. The Sun family pressures him at the Zhou household. Because Shopkeeper Sun could still make a comeback in town. Now Shopkeeper Sun is in jail. The Sun family's foundation in the county is broken. Boss Shen has been waiting for this change of wind for over half a month. Shopkeeper Joe, you've been in the grain business for 30 years. Surely you won't wait for all the winds to calm down before stepping out. Salted duck eggs, 5 coins for 300 eggs. Preserved eggs, 10 coins for 100 eggs. All right. These eggs really are good stuff. Now Shopkeeper Sun is in jail. Shopkeeper Liu, you're afraid someone locked up in jail will retaliate against you. Preserved eggs, 10 coins. Salted duck eggs, 5 coins. 200 of each. Madame Sue. Before, the Sun family at Zhou household even sent people to deliver messages over here. You've held your position at Zhou residence without canceling your order. You were waiting for this moment. You calculated it right. Preserved eggs, 10 coins. Salted duck eggs, 5 coins. 300 of each. According to the long-term price. Preserved eggs, add 10%. Shopkeeper Joe owes 2,500 coins. Shopkeeper Liu owes 3,000 coins. Boss Shen owes 4,800 coins. Jinyang, the 3 families together owe 10,300 coins. 10,300 coins equal about 12 or 13 taels of silver. Subtracting the feed cost. And the workers' bonus and the price for repairing the duck shed's bamboo. Net profit is 6 taels. Enough for 2 months. All 3 signed, price didn't drop. Last time. Still had leftovers at the end of autumn. Now I have money for my son's wedding. Shopkeeper's son has fallen. But the Sun family won't just accept it. But today, these 3 contracts are signed openly and honestly. No sneaking through alleys. No backdoor deals. Magistrate Wang is still at the government office. He recognizes evidence. The roof leaked a huge hole. Aunt Liu, I got it. With these materials, it's enough. This main house must be here. If you want to stand firm in the village, you need a respectable house. I think this place is nice. Back to the mountain, facing the water. It's a good spot. Now you've got a son. You need to think more for him about everything. I think you should have a proper desk. By the window, so the lighting is good. Leave an extra half foot on the east end. Bring in the wealth. Grandpa Kian, can I ask you another question? I've placed it properly.
Hey.
Going up with the beam. Everyone, try the fresh batch straight from the pot. Hey, do you see those 2? Something's going on there, right? Uncle Kian, can you hang it up for me? Dinner's ready. Sujin. Joe Mansion at the crossroads. Boss Shen said. He'll provide the capital. Profits split 50-50. We can sell our goods to Joe Mansion now. Crossroads. That's the busiest place in Joe Mansion. Really, Miss Sue?
Hey.
Then I can be like a scholar someday. Sitting at this stone table, drinking tea and reading letters. It's been 10 days. The duck shed is built. Batches of preserved eggs are being sent out. Green fruits in the orchard are starting to turn red. The reason I've made it this far is to let 2 kids eat well, stay warm, and go to school. Now they eat enough. They're dressed warmly and are in school. Joe Mansion. Bigger shops. More silver. But it also means more complicated relationships. More social obligations. Less time together. Mom, you have something on your mind. If you had to choose, would you stay here or go to Joe Mansion? Which one would you pick? Here we have Uncle Chin and Grandma Liu. The duck pond I choose here. One choose here too. Here there are butterflies. Does Joe Mansion have butterflies?
Yes.
But not as pretty as the ones on our farm path. Boss Shen, I won't go to the Joe Mansion shop. Not going. Madame Sue, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The Sun family collapsed. A big section of the Joe Mansion's goods market opened up. I know. But if I leave, who will take care of the abscess? Who will supervise the school? Aunt Liu and the others have followed me for almost 2 years. Their savings and shares are all in this land. But it's not that I won't do business with Joe Mansion. I'm authorizing you. You sell from my farm at Joe Mansion. Profit 70 to you, 30 to me. The recipe is still mine. The goods are still mine. But I won't leave Qingju village. Madame Sue, you're the most savvy farmer I've ever met. Deal, 70 to you, 30 to me, no 60-40. Your goods are worth that much. Agreed. From 2 acres of poor fields to an 8-acre farm. From a leaky old house to a place without a sign. Heaven and earth in harmony. Madame Sue, when I came here last year, this was all barren land. Honored guest visiting. Brightens up the humble house. This tea is also grown here. Wild tea planted in the yard. Fried by Madame Sue. Not expensive but quenches thirst. 2 signs? A cup of wild tea. This woman turned deserted land into a paradise. Even the secret inspector comes to Suji for tea. The wind makes the purple perilla rustle. The school kids are out for the day. Right now it feels like I have everything. And it feels like nothing has changed. Now they eat enough. They go to school. They have a home. So do I.